What is up, guys? Welcome back to Colin Makes Software. This week, we're going to be building the first landing page, getting something ready to publish so that we can start talking to customers, start getting validation on the idea, and have some place for people to give us their email address so that we can start growing our customer base now, start growing our collection of testers, people who can give us some feedback, and hopefully early adopters. So the first thing I did was I used Replit as a playground to kind of test some of the tech that I'm working with. Really wanted to kind of get a feel for how that should be formatted. Since I've never used Tailwind, Stimulus, or Turbo before, those are all new for me. I've kind of been working through some form collection and some camera stuff and working with Airtable as the backend, trying to get all this together. I can open this as a new tab and show you what I've kind of worked on. So I've got different states for the text boxes, some testing here, to work through how Stimulus works, how Turbo works, and then I've got this camera test here where I can turn the camera on, learn how that authorization is going to work, learn how flipping through the cameras and the microphones, being able to actually record a video, make it pause, and then actually play back the video so I can test to get that whole flow working. Learned a couple of really important things here. First of all, just being able to change the devices is really important. If you don't turn off the camera, if you don't have a way to turn off the camera, it's going to be constantly on. It's going to burn that person's battery down if they're on a laptop or something like that. I learned a lot about the Stimulus controllers and how they should work together and how they should attack only one job each. And I got familiar with ETA, which is the templating language that I'm using to produce all this HTML, and how it's going to work with Stimulus and Turbo and Tailwind. So going with the playground on Replit was really great because I got a lot of things out of my system, some mistakes I was able to make really quickly so I could understand how better to do this for the real product. And then back on the Figma design, so just thinking about the pre-launch version of the homepage, I took the version that I had talked with people about and then simplified it just a little bit. We won't have testimonials for the first run, and I also want to have a email collection page. Whenever anybody clicks on any of these buttons, I want them to go, and it's going to look like you can actually sign up, but I want it to take them to this round one testing underway page so that we can collect email addresses and also in the analytics see who's clicking what. How can we validate what people are interested in? Okay, so this is the main interactive piece of this, and basically what I'm trying to do is have them actually go through the process that the app is going to do. So the very first thing is supposed to be an introduction of yourself. I've got a sample script here that opens up, and I'm asking people to turn the camera on and actually record this. And then what I want them to do is record an intro here, give a little countdown, and I'd say, hi, I'm Colin, I'm a product designer, these are the things that I do for the company, here's how I can help you, here are the things I like, and then I can hit stop on this. Now the user's taken to that next step. I really want them to focus on the actual saying hello to Wendy. So I've got a sample script here that's basically real simple. It's just nice to see you. So we'll say, get our countdown going. Hi Wendy, it's nice to meet you. And then I can hit stop on this. And now the user actually gets to see what this is going to look like in real time. So I'm hoping they'll play this. Hi Wendy, it's nice to meet you. And then I can hit stop. And I say, hi, I'm Colin, I'm a product designer. These are the things that I do for the company. Here's how I can help you. Here are the things I like. And then I can hit stop on. Okay, so great. So those two videos are going to play. They're going to see the sort of fake profile here for this. So the challenge here, there was a lot to do with different sizes of windows. So I use, just the standard kind of Chrome tools for this. You can actually just kind of drag this and get a sense of how the app looks. I needed to have two different ways of rendering it because small screens, I couldn't do the side by side. So if they have a smaller screen, it's just a whole different set of tools there. And it all kind of just works whatever browser size the user's got. And one thing I thought that was really important was to be able to try again, to just pop back to that first video, but also have a privacy assurance. I think when you're recording video, it's really nice to know this is all happening just in your device. It's not going to leave. We're not going to upload it or save it or do anything with it. I feel like that was important to add. Another tool I really like is called Responsively app. Basically, it can give you a bunch of different views of your site in different resolutions, and you can actually compare them side by side, so I can see what kind of bugs I'm working out on different screens. There are a couple of issues with it, like this box. It does not render this way in Chrome or other browsers, so I'm not sure about that. But it is a great tool for seeing how your content is going to lay out in different devices. So here's the finished product of what I was able to get done this week so far. I've got everything kind of implemented here, and let's take a look at the different sizes of the screen because it's really important. It had different things to do with the background. So whenever we're on wider screens, you get to see the whole screenshot and the background kind of fades back out again. But as the screen gets smaller, we tighten it to the right. We kind of anchor it so we have plenty of space for the main call to action and headline. And then as that gets smaller, we have to kind of shrink the image a bit and anchor it. And then eventually it's going to have to go vertical, and the header eventually is going to get simplified. The same kind of thing goes for each section of this. We got just different ways of that's going to stretch out. And we want to have a scrollable link here at the top. How it works is a scroll link that goes here. And for these animations, I didn't make them. I actually went to Lottie Files for this one. It's a great resource that you can reuse any of these designs on here, I believe. And what's really great about it is you can actually edit the layer colors so you can match your color scheme. So I changed the purple to match the purple we're using on the site, and then download that as a GIF. The other resource I used was Blush, which has got some really great collections on here too. This one's by Laura Supnick, and you can actually change out the various styles of person here and make the different characters that you need. And then all of these buttons are eventually going to take us to a gate. Our gate page is this page here. So I'm going to basically just collect email addresses, and then I'm also in the beginning I'm actually going to promote this Column Make software channel that I'm doing right now, because in the very beginning I'm just trying to get as much audience as I can. Eventually this is going to have to come off because I don't think people are going to want to be distracted from the product at hand. This is just a temporary measure here, but this is the gate screen that I'm talking about. So right now, once they click any of these links, we're going to go to the /gate page. And this basically looks like this. It's real simple. I wanted this whole viewport to be taken up based on how tall your browser is, so that you're not seeing this section unless you actually scroll down. So because I'm not really trying to distract again. So email address and save your spot kind of thing. And this doesn't work yet. This is just where I'm at with it. I also thought it'd be kind of fun to add some bubbles kind of falling down, just to kind of draw your attention to scroll down, so that maybe you do think about scrolling as this kind of weight kind of pushes down. It's also just a fun little Easter egg that you can click these and they disappear. So that's as far as I got this week. I'm really proud of the progress that I made. I got a lot of complicated bits worked out, and next week we should be pretty ready to go to finish up the design, finish up the implementation of collecting those email addresses, hooking into Google Analytics to track which buttons get clicked so that we can take a look at that later. Join me next week when we really get ready, hopefully, to publish the first version of the site and start getting some feedback. All right, thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you next time.